It's been nearly 5 years since the last entry in the Mass Effect franchise. Mass Effect 3 launched in 2012 to mixed reception, with fans disappointed by BioWare's ending to the trilogy and characters they'd grown to love so dearly. The latest in the series, Mass Effect Andromeda, brings the series to a whole new galaxy, with new locations and new personalities to explore. We recently interviewed BioWare about the controversy surrounding the end to the original trilogy and how that affected the development of Andromeda. Check out the story of Mass Effect Andromeda, Episode 1 and Episode 2 to find out more. For now though, let's dig into reviews for BioWare's latest sci-fi adventure. In our own verdict, critic Scott Butterworth said the game feels like a vision half fulfilled. He said it contains a dizzying amount of content, but the quality fluctuates wildly. Find out more in our full Mass Effect Andromeda review. For a selection of other critics' opinions, check out the Roundup below, or for a wider view on critical opinion, you can take a look at GameSpot's sister site Metacritic. Game: Mass Effect Andromeda. Developer: BioWare. Platforms: PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC. Release: March 21st, March 23rd in Europe. Price: US $60, £50, $100. GameSpot: 6/10. In many ways, Andromeda feels like a vision half fulfilled. It contains a dizzying amount of content, but the quality fluctuates wildly. Its worlds and combat shine, but its writing and missions falter, and the relative strength of the former is not enough to compensate for the inescapable weakness of the latter. As a Mass Effect game, Andromeda falls well short of the nuanced politics, morality, and storytelling of its predecessors. For me, the series has always been about compelling characters and harrowing choices, so to find such weak writing here is bitterly disappointing. Yet even after 65 hours, I still plan on completing a few more quests. The game can't escape its shortcomings, but patient explorers can still find a few stars shining in the darkness. Scott Butterworth, full review. IGN, 7/7. Mass Effect Andromeda is an expansive action role-playing game with a few great moments that recapture the high points of the landmark trilogy that came before it, and energetic combat and fantastic sound effects contribute to a potent sci-fi atmosphere. Without consistently strong writing or a breakout star in its cast to carry it through the long hours and empty spaces, however, disappointments like lack of new races, no companion customization, and major performance problems and bugs take their toll. Dan Stapleton, full review. Game Informer, 8/10. When taken as its own journey, and not in comparison to Shepard Saga, Mass Effect Andromeda is fun, and the important parts work. The narrative isn't astounding, but keeps you invested and drives you forward. The combat is entertaining whether you're in single-player or multiplayer. The crew isn't my favorite, but I like them and they have some good moments. Even with its other problems, these are the largest forces shaping your experience with Mass Effect Andromeda, and they make it worth playing. At the same time, I was often left looking through a haze of inconveniences and dreaming about the game it could have been. Jojuba, full review. Polygon, 7/5. After a number of complaints, it might seem odd to end on such a positive note. Let's be clear, I'm conflicted about Mass Effect Andromeda. There's a lot of roughness throughout the game, and the technical issues, while not game-breaking, are often incredibly distracting. But it's my time with the cast that I'm still thinking about, and the mysteries about the world that haven't been answered that make me feel like I'm waiting once again for a new Mass Effect game. And if I'm judging a game by where it leaves me, Andromeda succeeds, even if it stumbled getting there. Arthur Geese, full review. PC Gamer, 81/100. In the end, Andromeda still manages to be more than the sum of its parts. As a critic, I can point to the things that don't quite work, the things that could be better, the things that should be better after 10 years and 4 of these games. I can also appreciate where improvements have been made, the basic pleasure of an improved combat system and a full-feeling, spectacular sci-fi world to explore. Yet I'm also aware that when I'm in Mass Effect's zone a lot of these dry pros and cons don't seem to matter as much. This is a series that has always been good at getting under your skin, that has built its reputation on the moments when all of those disparate elements, good and bad, cohere into an adventure that feels like it's happening to you. Andromeda can still do that. It's not perfect. It's not consistent. But for a story about vast journeys and fresh starts, it also feels a little like coming home. Chris Thurston, full review.